Good morning.
I will explain my assessment regarding Pasola is the Sumba. Before, I will introduce myself. My name is Yisriel Potepasa. You can call me before NIM 202001070086. Where we will do start with the presentation of the material. Pasola Sumba Barat Daya. Next. 1. The origin of the Pasola traditional ceremony. Pasola, or the Sumba legend, is known as Pahola. The people of Sumba who still adhere to the Marapu religion have since passed on from generation to generation to keep this Pasola tradition. Pasola comes from the word pa, which means game and sola or hola, which means a wooden juggling stick. That is, game using a juggling stick. Even though it is called a game, Pasola is not doing having fun. Three is meaning in the game played by hundreds of young people, namely the richest, for blessing to the god. In Marapu belief, the Pasola tradition is considered capable of maintaining harmony between ancestral spirits and humans. The implementation of the Pasola must be processed by the customary tradition of Nyale, where this tradition discussed or to determine whether this year the harvest in the earth area is abundant or not. If it is abundant, it can be seen from the abundant nyale on the cars. Next, the nyale tradition is one of the local wisdoms in Southwest Sumba Regency. This tradition has tourist potential and is considered by the local community to have false consonant it in as time process so that it becomes one of the attraction for people to witness the ritual firsthand. The Pasola tradition is a traditional with game called Pasola. The Pasola tradition is a war game between two groups of horsemen with thrown javelins atau wooden spirits. At each other is a savannah. Etymologies. Pasola comes from the word sola or hola, which means wooden spear of javelin. After that, they affix pa to pasola or pahola. It means a game of dexterity using a javelin. The implementation of the pasola tradition itself is actually part of the Marapu ritual. In Marapu belief, the most important element is maintaining harmony between humans and their ancestors. This is because the spirits of the ancestor will bring them fertility Malay traditional party. Watch is a traditional ceremony to ask the blessing of the gods and ancestral spirits so that the years harvest will be successful. The Pasola tradition relies heavily on the calculation of the tradition elders who interpret various national signs, including the calculation of the moon. The calculation of the raptor is said to have never mastered. Next, the Pasola Games was held in 4 villages in Sumba Regency. The 4 villages include Kodi Village, Lamboya Village, Wonokaka Village, and Gaura villages, where Sumba Regency as Nusa Tenggara Province, Indonesia. The Pasola in the 4 villages is carried on in rotation between Februari and March at year. Pasola goal is not only to be a form of crop, but to become a form of devotion and acclamation of obedience to the ancestors. Pasola is a religious culture that reflects the essence of Marapu religiosity. Pasola is the glue of the brotherhood between the two groups that participate in the Pasola and for the generation public. Pasola describes the gratitude and expression of joy of the local community. Because of the bountiful harvest, Pasola can be used as a milestone in the progress of Sumba tourism. Because this cultural attraction is well known to many foreign tourists. Next, the benefits of Pasola are not just a form of thought, but also a form of devotion and acclamation of obedience to the ancestor. Pasola is a religious culture that reveals the essence of Marapu religiosity. The follows continent in the Pasola ceremony are 1. Religious follows. The religious follows in the follows related to the original belief on the Sudanese people in general and in particular those who carry out the rituals. They believe in that the Marapu in worship today are the indigenous people. 2. Fraternal follows. The values of brotherhood that is meant is that even though in the arena they are mutually hostile between one team and another, the problem in the fight are not carried out. 3. The follows of heroes. The follows of Sanskrit means that the Sudanese have a patriots and heroes spirit. For example, when in Philo he is I by night who will not hold his opponent hearted. 4. Socio-cultural fallacy. The social-cultural fallacy is mutual cooperation to make activities successful starting from the ritual before looking for sea worms or nyale to the pastoral information step until it finishes. 5. Historious fallacy. Historious fallacy relates to the historia, a rival of Nyale from Kodi. Next, the meaning of the pastoral ceremony is carved out. The meaning of this ceremony is carried out a major milestones in appreciating the surviving heritage of the ancestor. The implementation of the procession is inseparable from a religious perspective or the original belief or the Humba or the Sumba people, namely Marathi. Traditional pottery and presentation ceremonies to spirit hunters as human interest in the application of belief and gratitude on God Almighty, what is man's help. In the form of traditional and a series of nyali. Ritual process, namely looking for sea worms and pastula is a game of war on a horse, using javelin or spear. Trilord of Nyale and other rituals, pastula in Swaz Sumba is ours interpreted as a means of unifying the community in carving of the ceremony as I from or through brotherhood. As I expression of true joy in welcoming a good harvest. A good pastoral ceremony is interpreted white hat because of hearting to opponent. The ceremony continues to preserve its excellence. Broadly speaking, Nyale and Pasula are closely related to the noble fallacy contained in the information state. Procession, prohibition, and belief on the people of Sumba. This starts in the Nyale and Pasula ceremony, determining the time in searching for sea worm starting from the gathering of the ratu. The preparation of Pasula X-Men, namely javelin, horses, traditional cloth, and the last is the Pasula implementation